Okay, thanks. I'll see you soon. Bye. All right. You ready? Is everyone ready? All right. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to UU Miami. Please feel free to grab a gray hymnal on your way in. The words for hymn number 131, Love Will Guide Us, are in the gray hymnal. And I'll help you out as best I can. It's not my style, but here we go. And let's see. For those of you on the live stream, welcome. Welcome this morning. Feel free to find a chalice or a candle that you can light with us when we light our chalice and candle. So again, my name is Jane Thayer. I am a white, cisgendered, middle-aged woman. My hair is pulled up tight in a little bun on top of my head. I got a kid in orange down there. I'm wearing black. Up in the pulpit behind me, I've got Joseph Toledo, our pianist, Jessica Lamb, our director of religious exploration, and I'm standing next to our chalice. So please, all together, let's join in number 131 in the gray hymnal, Love Will Guide Us. Love will guide us, peace has tried us, hope inside us will lead the way. Love will guide us, peace has tried us, hope inside us will lead the way on the road from greed to giving. Love will guide us through the hard night. If you cannot sing like angels, if you cannot speak before thousands, you can give from deep within you. You can change the world with your love. Love will guide us. Love will guide us. Peace has tried us. Hope inside us will lead the way on the road from greed to giving. Love will guide us through the hard night.
Good morning, everyone. Come on over here. Our girls are going to welcome everybody today.
Good morning. Welcome to our multi-platform space here at the Unitarian Universalist congregation. As a member of the Unitarian Universalist Association, we bring a liberal religious voice to the great city of Miami. a city we acknowledge that sits on the traditional land of the Tequesta, the Seminole, and the Mississippi people. My name is Bridget, and I am wearing some jeans and a oversized shirt that's marble.
My name is Lillian, and I'm wearing a yellow, like mustard color dress, and I don't know, and I have a fanny pack, and we are joined on the chancel by Joseph Toledo, our pianist, our worship associate, and Jessica, our RE director of children and youth.
Currently, our Sunday services are guided by the worship committee, whose purpose is to support and strengthen our shared ministry. While many services will be led by leaders in the Unitarian Universalist faith, we are also committed to nurturing and uplifting the spiritual leadership of individuals in our congregation. Now, more than ever, it's essential for us to come together in community. If you are new and would like to learn more about UU Miami and sharing in this community, please find our contact information on the screen. Social media is at UUC Miami, or email communications@uumiami.org, or speak to someone with a yellow/orange lanyard after the service.
Our tradition is a light.
Our tradition is to light a chalice at the beginning of our services. Today we light these candles to honor, what does it say? To honor our year together. We light a candle for the questions we asked, the friendships we made, the courage we found, and the love we shared. We light this flame to remind us we are all growing, learning, and shining our own light. May this chalice flame guide us as we celebrate who we are and who we are becoming. Please join me in our unison affirmation, first in English and then
the things my family did. I'm not the voices in my head. I'm not the pieces of the brokenness inside. I am light. 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 I'm not the mistakes that I have made, or any other things that cause me pain. I'm not the pieces of the dream I left behind. I am
Please join me in our unison affirmation, first in English and then in Spanish. Please rise together in body or spirit. The words will be projected on the screen. Love is the spirit of this faith, and service is its prayer. In love we agree to dwell together in peace, to seek knowledge and freedom, and to help one another. El amor es el espíritu de nuestra fe y el servicio es su oración. En amor acordamos vivir unidos en paz, buscar el conocimiento en libertad y ayudarnos el uno al otro.
Didn't mean that to be so loud. Good morning, everybody. All right, and welcome. So today is our intergenerational service, and I'm proud to have some kids up on the stage, and we're getting ready for our story of all ages. This year, our youth spent time exploring something very important, ourselves. Through stories, conversations, and creative play, we learned about who we are, what we believe, and how we treat others, and how we stay true to our values in this complex world that we're living in, especially today. As part of today's celebration, the youth and I are excited to share a very special puppet show that we created together. We shared this story at the beginning of the RE year with you. It's about Jay the Jet Pig. Come on up, Jack, so you can grab a puppet. This story brings to life some of the big ideas that we've been exploring. Ideas like fairness, kindness, courage, identity, and the importance of caring for one another. All of these values are the heart of Unitarian principles: justice, equity, compassion, and respect for each person's inherent worth and dignity. With imagination, heart, and just the right amount of silliness, our characters remind us what it means to be ourselves, to stay connected, and to uphold our values, even when life gets a little tricky. We hope you enjoy this joyful and thoughtful offering from our community of our children and youth. So enjoy Jet Pig Takes Flight. So our characters are me, the narrator, right here. So, hi everybody. You've probably seen me at the winter pageant, yes. And Jay the piglet, our jet pig. There he is back over there. Milo the monkey. There's Milo. Grizzle the grumpy monster. There's Grizzle. Ira the eagle. There's our eagle right there. And you, our animal friends. All right, so here's the setting. We're in sunny Florida. There's a palm tree and a toy rocket around. Once upon a time, in a warm and sunny Florida, lived a curious little piglet named Jay. Jay wasn't just any piglet. They were brave, thoughtful, and full of big questions about the world. Why are people always arguing? And why do some rules make life harder for people just for being different? It's not fair. Whee! Maybe it's because some folks have bananas for brains. Milo, be serious. I just wish everyone would respect one another no matter what. You see, Jay was non-binary and they knew what it felt like to be left out. But they also had something very special. Hope. And a wild imagination. Seen true. A dream is born. The setting is Jay with superhero comics goggles doodles. Rocket Raccoon flies into space and helps people. What if I could fly everyone way up high so they could see how connected we are from outer space? And just like that, zoom, a superhero idea soared into Jay's heart. Yes, I will become Jet Pig! Puts on goggles and a shiny jetpack. And the jetpack's coming, they're putting it on. They're doing their best. Here's Jet Pig getting ready. All right, they said stall for time, stall for time. Okay, so, yes, I'll become Jet Pig, standing for justice, equity, transformation, pluralism, interdependence, and generosity. And Milo the monkey flips out. Wow, that spells Jet Pig, you're a genius! Can I be your sidekick? I mean, I could be Monkey Thunder! Only if you promise not to press every red button you see. No guarantees, says the monkey. Scene 3, building the jetpack. They have a workshop sound. Zorp, bleep, clang. Jay got to work with help from a few banana peels and a lot of imagination. They built the coolest jetpack ever. And here comes Ira the eagle soaring in. Hoo-ha! I see you're dreaming big, little one. But remember, flying isn't just about height. It's about seeing clearly. That's the plan, says Jet Pig. I want to show people the world from above so they realize we're all connected and we all matter. The eagle says, then trust your wings, Jet Pig. Let kindness be your compass. Scene 4, Jet Pig versus the Grizzle monster. They're in the sky and Jet Pig soars in. Grizzle holds it out. Grrr, you must be this or that. No in between, and definitely no flying piggies. You're wrong, says Jet Pig. Grizzle, I'm here to say that everyone deserves respect, no matter who they are or how they look. Bah! Kindness is for cupcakes, says the monster. Look down, Grizzle. That little blue dot, that's Earth. We're all on it together. Doesn't that make you feel connected? Says Grizzle the monster. I guess from up here the world does look kind of small and a little bit squishy if I'm being honest. Milo the monkey comes in. That's your heart growing, Grizzle, just like a marshmallow. Scene 5, a world of kindness. They're in the backyard and Jet Pig lands in front of friends. Confetti falls all over the place. From that day on, Jet Pig soared across the skies, showing everyone that justice, kindness, and respect were powers that everyone could share. Jay the Jet Pig says, the world belongs to all of us. Let's take care of one another. Milo the monkey comes in and sheer bananas. Ira the eagle soars in and says, soar with open hearts and open minds. And all together we say, be kind, be brave, and be you. And so Jay the jet pig keeps flying high, reminding us all that imagination, courage, and kindness, we can transform the world together. Let's hear it for our kids. Bridget will come and sing a song for us by Shakira called Try Everything. Derek, go ahead and cue the song. That was amazing. Thank you, Bridget. All right. year in our religious exploration program, we've been on a journey of exploring ourselves, as I mentioned earlier. So we asked big questions like, and these are questions that we all ask ourselves throughout the course of our lives, questions like, who am I? What do I believe? And this year in particular, we asked the question, how do I live our UU values in our world? We practiced life skills like listening, being kind, making choices, and being part of a larger community. We learned how to be brave like these children were just this morning, doing the puppet show here behind the pulpit. And over the last year, we have been behind the pulpit, and the kids have been bringing our services to life. They've shown us how to be unique. And what you're about to see here on our screen is more than just pictures. I did put together a little slide presentation of our year in review. It's a celebration of the moments we shared. The learning, the laughter, the creativity, and the love that filled our Sundays. Let this slideshow be a window into the heart of our RE year and into the growing spirits of these amazing kids in our community. And I say RE stands for really exceptional kids. So let's take a look at the screen up here for our slide presentation of our 2024-25 year.
A Unitarian is someone who loves people. They don't care about the language, the color, the gender. They don't care. They just love people. And they care for one another. They're kind to one another. They love one another.
hear it for these RE kids.
Let's make an offering to UU Miami to help us grow more generous in spirit and action. Please donate by scanning the QR code on the screen, or if you're in the sanctuary, you can place your offering in the basket being passed around.
From April to June, UU Miami is splitting the plate with PACT, People Acting for Community Together. PACT is a global nonprofit working in almost 40 countries, helping communities build their own paths to a better future. Their work is grounded in real data, real results, and most importantly, real community leadership. Their vision: strong, resilient, and engaged communities that take the lead in creating lasting change.
Let's give what we can keep to you, to what we can. Let's give what we can to keep UU Miami thriving and to support the work we believe in. This is our chance to say yes to love, justice, and the values that connect us all. Let this congregation's gifts most gratefully be received.
All right. Oh, what a great service so far. Let us enter into a spirit of meditation. Spirit of life, in this quiet moment, we pause. We breathe in deeply, and we remember that within each of us lives a story still unfolding and still becoming. We carry questions like, who am I? What matters to me? How do I live with love and courage in this world? May we listen to our inner voice, the one that whispers truths not always heard in the noise of the day. May we remember that we are more than our mistakes, more than our fears, more than the labels that this world gives us. Because we are light, we are love, we are worthy, just as we are, and always becoming more. As we celebrate this past year with its laughter, its lessons, its growth, may we carry forward the connections we made, the courage we found, and the beauty of knowing ourselves more deeply. May we walk gently with one another and bravely with ourselves, rooted in love, reaching towards truth, and grounded in the light we each carry within. Let us sit now in silence for a moment, listening to what stirs in our hearts. Exploring ourselves together. That's been our theme. Good morning, dear friends. Good morning, new guests, and those of you on the live stream. As we gather here together today, it's a moment for us to pause and reflect. We're here to celebrate the journeys we've taken this year and to honor the growth we've witnessed in each other here in our RE program, especially here, our youth. This service is a time to acknowledge what we've learned both individually and as a community. So this year in our religious exploration program, or what I like to say, really excellent program, our theme was exploring ourselves. At the beginning of this year, we asked the question, who am I? And through this question, we've explored not just who we are, but how we fit into this larger world. What does it mean to be part of a family, a community, a faith tradition? What values shape our choices, our relationships, and our understanding of ourselves? We began by exploring the principles that guide us as Unitarian Universalists. These are principles such as the inherent worth of dignity of every person, justice, equity, compassion in human relations. That little jet pig that flew up here, that was the foundation of our year. Our children explored what these principles mean for their lives and how they can embody these values in their daily interactions. They've asked themselves, what does it mean to treat others with kindness? How do I live out my truth and respect the truth of others? How do I grow in my own integrity and honesty? You know, these questions are not easy, and they are not meant to be answered in a single moment or a single year. But I've watched our children wrestle with these questions in thoughtful and heartfelt ways. We've had some really engaging conversations in group, and through games, activities, and discussions, they learn the importance of listening to their own voices while also learning to hear and respect the voices of others. Our theme this year was also about developing life skills. And life skills aren't just about how we handle a challenge in the moment. They are about how we build our character over time. Self-discipline, perseverance, accountability, the ability to choose a positive attitude even when faced with difficulties. These are the building blocks of the kind of people we want to be. And I've seen our children grow in these areas too. We've seen them learning to be patient with themselves and with each other. They've learned how to communicate more clearly. They've learned to listen actively, to share their ideas without fear of judgment. These skills are tools. These are tools they'll carry with them far beyond just this RE year, tools that will help them navigate life's challenges with confidence and grace. We all need a little grace in today's world. But perhaps the most beautiful thing about this year has been the way we've seen our children embrace connection. Through our Sunday Connect and our intergenerational service that we've done behind the pulpit, they have learned to connect to the greater community here, and I think that's such a valuable gift, and it's helped them build their confidence. You know, over a year ago, some of these kids wouldn't even be standing behind a pulpit, let alone talking into the microphone. So we've supported each other, and I've witnessed the way they've supported each other through these things. They celebrate their differences. They've built some friendships that cross these lines of identity, race, and background. This year, we learned that connection doesn't just happen. It's something we have to nurture. We have to show up for one another, listen to each other, and be there when someone needs us. In fact, if there's one lesson that I hope our children take with them for always, it's this. And I say this to you too. You are never alone. Even when life feels difficult or uncertain, you are part of a vast and loving community. A community that holds you, supports you, and walks you through every step of your journey. As Unitarian Universalists, we believe that each of us in a path of growth and learning that never ends. We are all on a path of growth and learning. Every day is an opportunity to ask, who am I today? And how can I show up for others today? Our journey of self-exploration is not just about discovering who we are, but about becoming who we are meant to be. People who are deeply connected to each other, to our community, and to the world. I'm extremely proud of our Social Justice Committee. I'm extremely proud of the things that we've been able to do here with one another. This message is not just for our children, but for you, our grown-ups, our parents, our caregivers too. In walking beside our children through their spiritual journeys, we are invited to continue growing ourselves. You see, this work of parenting, of caregiving, of mentoring, because many of you are mentors to our kids here, it's a deeply spiritual work. It challenges us all to be patient when we're tired, to listen when we feel unheard, and to model love and resilience even when life is messy. Consider the parable of the lantern. A young child asks her mother, "Why do we carry lanterns in the dark?" The mother replies, "We carry them not just to light our own path, but to help others find their way." As parents and caregivers, we are those lantern bearers. We may not always have the answers, and most of the times we don't, because we're trying to figure it out ourselves. But we do walk beside our children, illuminating that path with our love, with our guidance, and most of all, with our presence. You know, I once told my son the most important thing about family is not about how you make them proud, it's about how you just show up. That's it. It's as simple as just showing up. And sometimes it's as simple as saying hi or giving a hug. Can I give you a hug? These simple acts of kindness go a long way. Fred Rogers, one of my favorite men in history I grew up with, his neighborhood, he said, "Anything that's human is mentionable, and anything that is mentionable can be more manageable." What a powerful reminder. When our children bring us their big questions, their big feelings, their fears, their wonders, we have the opportunity to meet them with curiosity instead of certainty, and love them instead of judge them. The most important lesson we can teach our children is not to have all the answers, but to stay open to the questions. Isn't that what being a Unitarian is all about? Sure is. It's to hold space for the complexity of just being human, to trust that who they are is already enough, and that they are worthy of love and belonging because simply we exist. As we look ahead to the upcoming year in our religious exploration program, or our really excellent program, we are committed to building on the foundation we've created here. Our goal is to develop a more flexible and responsive curriculum, one that meets children where they are, honors the uniqueness of their experiences, and supports them in their daily challenges that they face. We want to create a space where curiosity is encouraged, that emotional intelligence is nurtured, and that every child feels seen and feels valued. Our RE program will continue to grow alongside our children, adapting to their needs and offering them tools that are relevant, inclusive, and rooted in love and the values we share as Unitarian Universalists. So as we reflect on this year together, let us remember the growth we've experienced, the lessons we've learned, and the connections we've made. And let's look forward to the ways we will continue to grow and evolve, not just as individuals, but as a community that embodies the very best of what we hope for in this world. Be the change you want to see in the world. It's the most powerful thing I ever heard. Today we celebrate the beautiful, the unique, and ever-evolving individuals each of us is becoming, and we celebrate the ways that we continue to grow together. May we continue to ask ourselves, who am I? And may the answers we discover guide us towards deeper understanding, stronger connections, and greater love for one another. Amen to that, and blessed be. Thank you.
Thanks to all, very many people who make this Sunday service happen and keep our UU Miami community running, from the dedicated staff to our steadfast volunteers. We thank you, we appreciate you, and we see and feel your devotion. This morning, we offer a special thanks to Joseph for accompanying our hymns and providing beautiful music. Derek for running our AV and live stream. And thank you very much to Jessica Lamb, our RE Director of Youth and All. The youth from our religious exploration program for leading us with worship. And thanks to all of you here for and online for joining us this morning.
Please join us next week for Sunday Connect and our annual congregational meeting right after the service. Do I read this? As for today, please join us for lunch after the service today. We encourage a $5 donation, or if this is your first time joining us, please be our guest. Stay and chat with the folks here while enjoying our nourishing and delicious community lunch. If you're interested in helping out with lunch, check out the sign-up form in the weekly Connections newsletter, or talk to someone in the kitchen today.
We are asking the members and friends of UU Miami to pledge resources for our next church year, July 1st, 2025 to June 30th, 2026. Your generous donation sustains this beacon of liberal religion in Miami-Dade. Thank you so much for your generous support, participation in this congregation of memory and of hope. For you are indeed the keepers of the dream, and it is always better together.
Thank you. All right. Let's see. Who wants to come and extinguish the flame? They all want to come and do it.
No, I'm doing the first.
You can do it together. You can do it together. You can do it together. Hold on. Wait for me to finish. Okay. As we prepare to leave this sacred time together, let us carry with us the light we found within ourselves and the love we found in one another. We are each a story in motion, a question unfolding, a light that keeps growing. May we go forward remembering that we are enough. Isn't that right? Yeah. We are enough. And that we belong and that we are connected by curiosity, by kindness, and by the promise of becoming. Now we extinguish the chalice, but we do not extinguish the light of truth, not the warmth of love, and not the fire of commitment, because these things we carry in our hearts. And so until we gather again, my friends and family members, please go in peace, go in love, and go in light, and please say hello to your fellow congregants here. So, yeah, you could do the little one too. Yay! Bye, everybody. Enjoy lunch, and please remember we have our congregational meeting after service here today. Thank you.
Check, check. Check, check.